Well, another bracket full of fun. Here we go, Sean. Division number two on a Wednesday night. William Stewart here, joined by Sean Green. Welcome to the fun, folks. It's going to be a good bracket. What do you say, bud?
Man, you ain't a wolfin'. I cannot wait for this. Tonight is awesome. Okay, and let me tell you why. Division two is by far the tightest competition between 31 players. By the way, 31 of the 32 players agreed to play in this. That's how big this is growing. There were how many were in the first? Nine? Nine. 10 months ago when we started.
Oh,
I mean, crazy to where we've gotten to 31 players. Let me do this for you. There's a difference from top dog in rating, which is Willie Walker. Actually, no, top dog in average is actually Jeff Burning right now.
mhm.
To bottom dog in average, the difference is 0.44 MPR.
That is insanity. That just shows you how close we're talking here, folks. We told you it was going to be a tight one, both in Division One and Division Two. More so in our Division Two, I think, than our
Yeah.
Division One. So definitely makes this Wednesday night interesting.
Oh, dude, every night, every single week, you're never gonna know who's gonna win. We have guys like Dan Levine who won Division Two the very first season. He's down near the bottom of the rankings. It doesn't mean anything with those guys. Uh, so when you look at that, who got invited, and you look at the rating system, look at the numbers because the numbers tell no lies, and the no lie is that every single night, every single week is a battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. And I mean, we do have the bracket tonight that we can kind of take a look at. So we'll go ahead and do that right now, starting at the very top. Brian Smith getting that bye. He's going to face Jim Nolte after Jim and Austin Aritodiaki. And then Mark Rowe, a former participant in this one, as well as Corey Jensen, are there dueling it out in that one as well. So moving on down to the next one, we got a former champ in that match.
Yeah, Dan Levine. I'll give him credit because that was the first Boom Goes to Wisconsin night, was finals night for him. So um, he's the original Boom Goes to Wisconsin night player. Uh, Gerald Rutledge is a tough test, but so is Dan. That's going to be a
Yeah.
really good battle. One of those ones that I was looking at as like, ooh, that's a really intriguing first matchup. You look at Corey Lammers, Aaron Ham down there, two new players to the CSE. You wonder if that's a good draw for them. Both of them first time on, maybe a little bit of jitters, playing for $2,500 for first place. I know I would probably have a little bit of jitters because I wouldn't belong in the tournament in the first place. Jason Hawkinson, Willie Walker. Willie Walker, highest rated player in Division Two. He made that cutoff by like 0.04 from being the last person in Division One or the first person in Division Two. And glory, does that make all the difference as far as this goes, money wise, for how amount of money you can win, but also the opportunity is there. He's second highest though or actually he's like third or fourth highest in the average of just cricket with those guys. So that's something to also pay attention to with everything.
And he's got some former experience there. Willie Walker, of course, being in Division One numerous times. So, and I believe he's former TOC champion as well,
Yeah.
if I do recall. So, yeah, moving on, TJ Schumacher and Randy White. That's going to be a good match. Scott Hanish versus Brandon McMillan. That is one for me that's going to be kind of the eye popper on the list. As you mentioned, Dan's match and Gerald Rutledge. Yeah, I agree on that one as well. Jeremiah
Yeah.
Berger, Tommy Campbell. Tommy out of the Kansas City area. I've actually played him a couple times, so pretty good shot. Very tall.
Yeah. Tall drink
Yeah,
of water.
tall drink of water. Can throw down at those trip 20s. Let's just say
There you go.
that.
Um, we skipped over him a little bit. One of my favorites in this, going into this, is Scott Hanish. It really though does depend on this first round matchup.
why you why
Brent,
why you
I
gonna why you gonna
well,
build them up like that, my
it's
man?
because of this. I don't listen. You know me. I don't want to do this. I don't have any fun doing this, building up Scott Hanish, who talks trash about every little thing that I say. Um, Scott Hanish, second highest average in rate, like an actual average of cricket going into this. He has a really good chance. Brendan's like fourth or fifth though, so he got a really bad draw early on in this bad boy.
Yeah, that is a very bad draw. As Brendan's a very good shot as well. Cat letting us know in the chat, Nick, that my ugly mug is hidden by the live counter. Thank goodness, buddy. Good job on that one. As I have no control over that one. I'm not the production guy. He said, take it away. Just take it away. Good idea. Good idea. I like it. Moving on in the bracket, just giving you some stuff, Nick. Jimmy Sullivan, Lavelle Sterling. Lavelle, I believe, Iowa area, somewhere in there, Nebraska area, I think. Ryan Sofa, Jeff Burning, a couple of people we're familiar with as well, I believe, right?
Let's Ryan Sofa is the number 4 average. Jeff Burning's number 1. As far as not rating, but actual NPR average. That's the toughest draw of the entire Division 2 to start off the gates. But that being said, we've already mentioned this multiple times. All of them are, but that's gonna be one of those where both those guys can throw in the 4-4s, and are expecting to throw in the 4-4s. If that happens, that's a lot of fireworks going on in Division 2 tonight.
Yeah, that's one to kind of keep our eye on. As I had a couple matches on Division One as well as Division Two. It's like I wonder what's going to be going on there. I'll be sure searching for some individual streams as well. Kind of moving on to the bracket. What do you say, bud? Tim and Travis?
Yeah, Tim and Travis. I love the way you did that strategy perfectly. I want you to know that. That's
Y- Thank you, buddy. I
yeah,
worked hard on that one, bud.
that was
Worked hard.
impressive. That made it. It was almost like so smooth that I didn't even catch it. And I know most people still probably have no idea. Well, no, they know what we're talking about. They've watched us this whole time. Tyler Holmes, Larry Runge.
Yep,
Um,
Rungy.
Back to Tim and Travis. They're both first timers in the CSC Challenger Series, as far as I know. So that's gonna be an interesting kind of rookie battle there. Larry has played in this before.
Hmm.
Um, he would like to have a little bit more success than he had last time, and I think that he's upped it a little bit. And we'll see how he performs there. Todd Wigman and Keith Cook, I'm gonna guess is how that's pronounced. Uh, Todd played, I believe, last season, but it was early on the stream, and unfortunately, I think he just ran into a buzzsaw there at some point.
Yeah, Todd, I actually met him up at Whammo. A lot of people know
Whammo!
from Whammo. Yeah, good guy indeed. Mike Scarborough and Mike Brewer. Good match there. I believe that's the Mike Brewer out of Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. If it is, he's a pretty good shot. Looking
That's a
forward to
Mike.
seeing that one.
That is a Mike on Mike crime right there.
That's exactly what it is. Moving on into our matchup tonight. How about that? Krissi Grimal, Mario Serra?
Sarah,
Syria?
it's Sarah.
Sarah.
Yep.
Sarah. I want to make sure. I thought I said it right the first time, but hey, we'll double down just to be sure.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he's one of those guys that reminds me a little bit of like a Chris Watson from last CSC Challenger Series. Kind of comes out of nowhere a little bit uh, to win the whole dang thing. All right. I don't know if that's exactly going to happen, but I looked at his Booyah Cup Open event results. He took down some pretty big names. I know you don't agree with me on that, but some pretty big names. Lost to Dason in the finals, actually, of that Open division, and that was not a no slouch Open division, no matter what you say about it. And then, of course, Chris Grimal, Super Dart sponsored player, legend of darts, women's darts. She's one of those players that if she's playing in a mixed event, um, every other team is like, oh, Chris is the girl on this team, because she really does and challenges herself to play at these levels with the gentlemen. Um, and we saw that in Vegas, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, we certainly did, honestly. I actually played her first hand. She was like, "Gonna play a couple legs." I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we can do that. Why not?" Yeah. I mean, she's looking for a fight here. I think she could very well be an individual who could surprise some people, could win this as well as Mario. You were right about his open run there at the Booyah Cup. Did take some big names down, including a couple individuals who we had in the CSC Challenger Series. It could be, if he gets that right strategy, right mindset, he could very well run away with a few matches here. But he's got to get by the first one in Krissi Grimal. But this is a tough match.
Yeah, I mean, one of those guys that Mario took down was Shane Johnson, who is 5th in rating on Division One's rating. So, yeah, he's pretty good. And we've talked about this, right? Chris is a little bit like Alex Feldman. She has a weird tick that means that she's throwing well and not poorly. Whereas for most dart players, it means that they're struggling. Alex, of course, that little shake of his hand. For her, if she starts walking that third dart, putting a lot of like her weight's pushing her towards the dartboard, that's when she is on fire.
Yeah, you're right. I asked her about that at NDA because I was curious. I was like, she's kind of standing still. I wonder what's going on with that. Maybe she's been working on her throw or whatever. She goes, no, I'm standing still. If I'm standing still, I'm kind of cautious about where I'm at. But if I'm lunging that third dart, I'm confident. I'm really going at it. So I'm curious if she's got that leg kick, a rut row if you're Mario. So we'll see what happens here. And I like that she's actually playing from Thirsties, the bar that we just played
Yep.
out of in Division One. You guys are laughing at me for a good reason here. What's
Yeah,
up?
no, dude, the rut row for Mario rhyme was amazing
You're
because
welcome, buddy.
there should be no way that you thought of that ahead of time. So I know that that was an accidental rhyming that you did, and it was wonderful.
You're welcome, sir, because you're totally right. You're totally right.
Oh man, that was almost as shocking as the electrician comment on Monday.
Wow. Yep, you're
Hey,
right. That was a good one.
A to Z Darts.com is sponsoring a live stream raffle tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A to Z Darts.com. Best of luck to all of our live stream viewers. It's like straight cash, homie. All you need to do to enter tonight's raffle is leave a comment on our Facebook live stream chat and hit that like button on tonight's stream. A to Z Darts is also back as our sponsor, guys. If you or a friend is new to darts and not really sure how to get started, A to Z Darts.com is a great place to narrow down a good beginner set of barrels. That was the inspiration for their own in-house Colonial line that they created to offer inexpensive yet high-quality darts so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. The Colonial brand has developed a lot over the years and a nice place to start if you're overwhelmed by the amount of brands and selections out there. Head on over to A to Z and use their filters to navigate to the Colonial options to start browsing for an affordable set of darts. That's a-zdarts.com. And look at these averages, buddy. This is Division 2, first match of Division 2, first leg, and no nerves. It's sick.
None at all. I thought Mario might come out a little shaky in this one. Maybe kind of a little bit nervous for what the scoring power that Krissi can bring. But look at this. I mean, we're on the ball here. Krissi with a good little lead. But yeah, 4.33, 5.5 so far in this one. We're off to some fireworks already. Bang bang.
Oh boy. I think you're just thinking of them and doing them back to back on purpose early on. Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know what to say now. I had a great thing I was going to say. You took me off completely. Like usual.
You're welcome.
That's the only reason
welcome.
I don't say great things all the time is because of you. I'm just kidding. It's the
How about
disco
this?
ball.
I don't think we mentioned it yet. We're getting a little look from Red's Novelty, the Buzzard Nest, actually, in Milwaukee. So Red's Novelty is the vendor. They're actually littered around the Milwaukee area. I took a good look. There's like 17 to 18 vendors in Wisconsin. Did you know that?
I did not know that. But what I did know is that it used to be pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Okay, so I don't know whether to believe you or not, but cool. All right, Sean.
Oh boy, guys, we got both of them in the chat. We got both. Just let them know. Just let them know where that's from. I guarantee
What?
you. Watch.
What?
Just wait. Just wait. It'll come.
It'll come.
There you go. Very first person.
Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm surprised that I didn't pull that one out.
When he's talking to Alice Cooper. That's Alice Cooper line.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep.
Touche, buddy. Good job on that one. That one floated right over my head.
Thank you.
My wife will slap me later, by the way, for that one.
Oh, Darren Global watching from Erie, PA, watching Go Chrissy. Paul Rogers has my back. Sean Wages, of course. Indy. It's all great stuff. Brandon Brown's just like, calm down, Wayne's World. I think he's just, I don't think he knows me very well, very much, to know that that's just what we do, bro. That's what we do on the stream. Hey, we got a 1-0 score line. Were we on that one?
Hey, sorry, buddy. I didn't. It was like a 4.43 average, I believe, on that. So I'll go ahead and mark that one down. I did want to mention real quick. Krissi is just playing out of Thirsties out of a casual vacation, correct? She's from the Florida area, so her vendor technically isn't Star City, right?
I
think she has multiple vendors, but I don't know if that's one of them.
To clarify for you, Krissi originally is from Wisconsin, and then she was Wisconsinite, and now they call her the Wisconsinite transplant. And she now is the operator for West Coast Starters of Florida.
Okay.
That's where she's operator at.
Ah, okay. So there we go. And she just scrolled through Thirsties on a vacay, I assume is what I think we heard that.
Well, that's
New Grand Bay, that's what it is. Meredith McGee Hale. Sorry to interrupt. So that's what she's in Texas for.
Well, great. Hey, listen, did she know? She would have known going into tonight about the disco, right?
Oh, she had to if she would have checked this out, because I believe she said, "Don't say boom goes a dynamite anymore." So you got to give it to her this time if she gives you some nines. But then again, she may just avoid them and go eights just for you.
Oh, actually, part of my status was almost that I said, just because I love Krissi Grimal, and I respect her and her values and her opinions, anytime there's an 8 mark or a 9 mark, I'm going to say boom goes to dynamite tonight. Like, I was going to spread it to 7 marks, and I was like, that's going to be excessive.
Krissi's walking on that third, and she has a good reason to do it. She's throwing a 6.0 right now in this second leg.
Yeah, listen, if you're surprised watching along, just trust me, this is normal. This is not shocking Krissi Grimal darts. She can do this. She qualified for Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series the past 2 years, or the past 2 seasons. This is the first time she's been in Division 2. So that should tell you everything you need to know. She dropped a division.
Oh, yeah, definitely her and Willie Walker are just by the eye test.
Yeah.
They're going to be the eye-popping ones, but you never know. Anything can happen in this bracket, as we've been known to see.
We've got a wanderer. No, I think it was just Krissi. Something was going on, and she was just making sure everything was right, I think.
I'm distracted by the disco ball.
I'm going to blame that guy, whoever he is. I'm going to blame Steve. Way to go, Steve.
See what Mario can do here. Attacking these 17s, not able to collect on the triple. Just 2 17s scored there, so Krissi going to just 1-2 punch the 17s, get them out of there. How about all 3 with 1 dart?
Oh, she tried a 1-2-3 punch right there. Gets the 6 mark on the board. Mario having a bit of an off leg, and she has taken full advantage, throwing a 5. Somebody at the Weber let me know that was her son, which I kind of assumed. I assumed it was a family member. He was sitting back there watching her beforehand, so I just thought I'd make a joke out of it.
But in all seriousness, that is Krissi's personality. She's straight up wood.
Yeah.
She's been
look at
known
that.
to almost take a swing at us.
just for a little phrase, just a little catchphrase. That's all it was.
I think my favorite moment with her was at NDA when you turned and clearly said it, pointing in her direction when she was on the closest board to us, and yelled out, "Boom goes the dynamite!" And she yells, "I don't like that."
I heard you. Well, we are hearing you loud and clear tonight, Krissi. A 4.92 to go along with her opening leg. She's throwing pretty good Krissi Grimal darts right now, bub. It's a long format. Race to 9. If you're just tuning in for the first time with us, race to 9 all cricket. It is unique, not just for that purpose, but because of that is why we love it to death. Man, it makes everything so great. There can be comebacks. There have been comebacks. There can be some choking that happens. There's a lot of close matches. It could be 5-5, and then there's a run, and then it's 9-5, and it's over. I love this format, man.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. The action that you want, the action that you need, race to 9 on this cricket. I mean, we're talking a good hour and a half here. And that's if this thing doesn't go the distance. That's if this thing goes the very minimum legs. So you're talking hour and a half to 2 to 2.5 hours of action here every Monday and Wednesday night. Brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Yeah, Division 2 sets up so great because tonight we have Krissi Grimal. That's not, but Mario Serra is one of those not as well-known guys that's getting an opportunity. Division 2 has a lot of these guys, and every week, no matter who the lineup is, you know it's going to be scrappy. It's going to be a lot of high scoring. It's going to be a close match because it sets up that way. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, we saw it last CSC in Division number 2, where Chris Watson, an individual where really, but let's be honest, at the very beginning, we didn't really know who he was. We didn't understand, like, this guy is going to be our champion at the end. And look what he did. He ran through that loser's bracket and played extremely well and double-dipped in the final to win.
Yeah, he double-dipped Gerald Cortez. Unfortunately, he did not qualify for this season's CSC. If he would have been in Division 1 in the mid-pack of Division 1. That's how much he raised his game throughout last season and has continued to do so. It was so impressive. And honestly, he was one of those players that we were like, oh, I don't know him at all. And then we watched his interview and we were like, oh, we like this guy. This is like the every guy.
And speaking of Derek Cortez, I think he actually qualified for the TOC finale.
And Derek Cortez is in Division 1. And he did win on Monday, too.
Okay. So he is in the CSC. He's just in that Division 1. You can get even when we go over him, you can kind of lose some names in there just because there's so many big names in the field. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's out of the invite list of 64, there's 60 players.
I did I wanted to ask you a question real quick, if you don't mind. I've been it's been kind of sitting here. I've been thinking about it. It's been grinding in the back of my brain. How much did
I'm not excited.
How much did Scott Hanish pay you to say his name on live right now? Like, did he give you the old $20? What happened?
I feel like I mind bombed Will, where he can't stop thinking about why I was nice to him at any point. Will purposefully was trying to run through him real quick as a joke, and then I just completely backfired that whole plan, I think, with what I said. But we didn't talk about it beforehand, which is why I saw that today, and I was like, it's gross if I don't mention that he's in prime position to do a lot of stuff in the CSC. And also, it puts a lot of pressure on him now, because if he loses, we know that he was a favorite, most likely. So
add that little bit of pressure. Ryan George, asking what's in the middle of the board for Mario. That's actually a logo that we've been working on trying to get rid of, but unfortunately no success. But still a good image. I mean, a bull is just a little segment on the many available triples, so we figured we'd still bring you that view, and we can still see the darts go in. But yeah, we're working on getting rid of that one in the meantime. So
yeah,
look at this. Did you see?
What?
Sorry to break you up. I was just saying Mario was in the middle of throwing there, and I'm just kind of looking at the rerun on the restream because we're like 15 seconds behind, and there was people that walked right by him and no care at all. Boom. Boom.
Oh boy. I love it, because he looks like he's in a very small place, which is my type of place. Did you see a dart fly past the camera there? I
did
feel like
not
I totally
think
saw
it
something fly
did.
past the
Yeah.
first one, and it looked like the exact type of like flight of a dart. If he has like people cross throwing with him, that's insane. But it looks like it's a little, it's a place that I would call home as a location, uh, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, it's a complete little turnaround. Oh, it's a whole like second room. It's a little like half bar segment of the place. It's much bigger than it looks right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. They have some really kind of unique bars there in Wisconsin. I mean, some have been there for an awfully long time, and the way they're formatted is kind of funky. But man, they fit them dartboards in there just fine where they need to be.
Yeah, the way some of them are formatted, just one wedding party comes in, it ruins the whole day. That little tiny hallway segment that Scuba Steve and Bob had to deal with, or not Bob, Scuba Steve and uh
Jordan Meyer.
no, he didn't play with Jordan in that one. Either way,
Oh, but
it was
I was
Scuba's.
talking I was talking about the
Oh,
Division One matchup that
oh
past
yeah, yeah,
weekend. Whew.
yeah, yeah. That was a good one. I'm telling you, the one tonight I was told was fantastic between Braswell and Nolte. Nolte got that 9-7. Um, a lot of people in the chat right away. I don't know if you noticed that. A lot of people, Austin Braswell. Don't overlook Austin Braswell. Don't overlook Austin Braswell. So he might be the type of person that might run through that losers bracket. You don't want to see him.
Well,
Nick?
I mean, Austin Braswell is also a Florida local as well. He plays out of Skybox, and a very nice guy. But he's, if I'm not mistaken, pretty new to the game. Like within the last 2 years, Jim Nolte is a little bit more of a veteran that doesn't travel. So one of your regional guys that kind of sneak up on a lot of people. Same thing with the Jimmy Sullivan as well. So you see a couple of real sleepers there, which is
Look at
really the case for the entire bracket.
Did you
man,
see that?
Krissi Grimal.
I was about to say, did you see that turnaround happen right before our eyes? I mean, we're sitting here
Yeah,
chit chatting, having fun, but at the same time, like that was quite the turnaround from
yeah.
Krissi Grimal.
I'm telling you, she's so dangerous as a dart player. It makes this format almost tougher, because you have to be on for so long against her. Because she'll score. If she's behind, she'll scrap her way back into it. We just saw it. She's really good. She has to be one of the favorites in the CSC Division 2.
I mean, she was on my list. She was on my list. On my list, I had like 3 names written down. She
Right.
was one of them.
Yeah, when I was looking through and researching all the stuff, it was really fun to look at what I kind of was, what average I was looking at and who experience. You're right, Willie Walker, Krissi Grimal. I put Jeff Burning and Scott Hanish in kind of that top 4 position there, with Ryan Sofa not far behind.
There you go. People comment in the chat. They've got 8 boards there at the Buzzer's Nest. So yeah, I mean, what I mean is they'll find little spots that work best for them boards, and they'll put a couple here and 4 over here. They fit them in just fine. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
you're absolutely right about that. I'm just kidding. Krissi, boom goes the dynamite. Big white horse. Sorry. I just wanted to make her feel like, ooh, did he miss it? If she like looks back on it, no. In
I
fact,
thought you were.
I was
I
waiting
thought
for it
you
for
were.
so long that I forgot exactly what you said. I just want you to know that.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right. You just in one ear, out the other on me. 7 mark there for Krissi Grimal.
Speaking of which, she's thrown a 7 in this leg. So she's like, yeah, guys, you were probably impressed with those first 3, whatever. Watch the 7.
Well, so far the 4.43, 4.92, 4.42, and she's looking for a heavy number here in this leg. She's got some fire underneath her in this one. Let me tell you, she's ready to burn this Division 2 to the ground here and take this winner's side, I think.
I'm gonna burn this mother down. I swear, I'm gonna burn this mother down. Um, no, she's gonna come into it with that attitude. She's gonna come into it confident and thinking that she can win this, and knowing that she can win this. It's not a thought process for her that she's going to be concerned with. She's going to go out there, and her task right now is just to prove that her not accepting that bullshooter invite was good to those other 31 people. It was not a oh man, another one down at the bottom of the bracket can't play. She would have done some damage in that thing. I'm telling you what, she would have, especially in that format.
David Preston saying, how is she Division 2 ? And the comment there is that's just the way it's worked out. I mean, we take those highest averages and we say, okay, here's our averages that are close knit together here, and here's our averages that are close knit together here, and it just so happened to work out. She slid in that division number 2. And yeah, I mean, overall, I did some investigative work on averages on the dartstoc.com website. She holds a 4.188 MPR overall. And then for Mario, it's a
4.01. Yeah.
4.027 is what I had.
Oh, well, that was much better. Yeah, you're right. I was off. I was thinking actually the lowest average in like for MPR. That's how close, by the way, all of those guys are. Like, but yeah, you're right. The 4.03 is they're right there, but not right now. They're not. Krissi is extending it big time.
Yeah, and we've got that kind of player advantage in effect right now. I mean, every leg that Krissi seems to tick off is another one that Mario will have to start, unless he can kind of wrangle it in. What a two-leg advantage, right?
Yes. So if he gets to go first twice in a row, guaranteed here, is where we're at with it. That's a great question, and it is really tough, honestly, even for like us who have done it now 3 seasons and seen it for a long time. It's clear by 2, and we always think 2, but it really is you have to be down 4 to go first twice in a row. Otherwise, it doesn't matter yet, which is kind of a weird. When you think about it, that's very strange. That's how the math plays out.
Yeah, it kind of is just a little bit. Looking out, I just wanted to kind of mention this as well. How about this?
How about this?
Just doing some quick math here. 400 plus tuning in on all our platforms. had to do a little math there real quick.
Man, you had to use more than 2 hands for that one.
I had to do a calculator on my old phone. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that one. But yeah, we're live here on the USA Darts platforms, as well as the partners promoting Darts Facebook and YouTube. So definitely thanks to you all for tuning in. We've got some supporters who've been here for a little while too, so that's always nice to see. Heavy Wisconsin following, as we all know, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We love our Wisconsinites in the chat. We love our many more followers as well.
Kaylee goes, less math, more talky. What does that mean? Does that mean focus on the darts, or does that mean like keep just doing what we're doing right now, which is talking about nonsense? By the way, I had to do like a personality test today, like as part of our team building for PLC, which was wonderful. If any main people are watching, but I got the color blue, which meant that one of the things that it said about like blue people that were blue is that we'll literally talk about and have a conversation about anything and be happy to do so. Yep.
Yes, sir. Check mark. That is Sean Green.
Who?
You. Grimal looking for some bulls here, but Mario's actually in a pretty good stance to check one on the board here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give a shout out. Tito Martinez in there. Scuba Steve. Gregory Brybarth says, love the boom goes the dynamite. Appreciate that. No one else does. Renee Shepard cheering from Kentucky. She's one of those players you saw at NDA. You got to see her for the first time. She's a heck of a firecracker little shot. It's fun to watch her. Seth Shade up there. Of course, Bill Ballmer was one of the nicest guys I met at Whammo, hands down. Just great human being.
Oh, there's some goodies up there at Whammo in Wisconsin. Let me tell you, there's some great people up there. I mean, you got so many so many dart players. This Mario checks one on the board. How about that?
Look at that.
4.80.
I'm telling you right now, the shoulders will now relax. After you start, because I've been in this position before in a live stream, once you start losing 3-4 legs in a row, and you start thinking, oh God, there's only 5 legs left, probably, right? And then the pressure's on, like, I have to win at least a leg. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it's against. It's embarrassing. I got to win a leg. And you start pushing and doing some unconventional, and we can call it what it is. Sometimes you do some stupid moves in cricket. Mario is now nice and steady. He's ready to go. He didn't make any stupid moves earlier. That's not what I'm insinuating. I'm just saying that, like, it could have gotten to that point, and he stopped that momentum.
So a couple things here. Alex Hansen asked, think there's room for growth and expansion to Division Three next 2-3 years. I honestly would like to see that, or I honestly would like to see a women's division. That would be kind of fun, I think. But we'll never see, we don't know for a fact. I mean, it's kind of up in the air at the moment. The two divisions is kind of what we got going right now, because it is a lot of work to put in 2 divisions with 32 players and talk and make sure to communicate and make sure they're at a bar that works for streaming purposes and whatnot as well. And then last one,
look at this.
One is tiebreaker.
Boom goes the dynamite back-to-back 9s on the 19. Krissi Grimal, she is the detonator tonight. She's blowing up dynamite all over the place. Those 19s. I've been holding it in. I let you do that monologue for so long, being patient. Everyone's putting boom in the chat. I knew I was waiting for it, and then she did it back to back. I had to cut in. I was not going to cut in, I promise you, and I had to.
What's funny is the chat goes wild too with the booms once you do. But yeah, Scott Hannish, your pick, won in a tiebreaker. What a match!
Well, shocker, he's already disappointing me as that pick. No, I'm kidding. He had a tough draw. Yeah, Brendan McMillan's tough draw. That's a tough draw there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's be honest. There's a lot of tough draws in this bracket, as we get a 7 mark there from Mario, trying to make a stand.
Hey, listen. At this point, what Mario's now relaxed so much that because it's not about, oh my gosh, am I going to embarrass myself? It's okay. I got to throw better because Krissi's throwing well, and this is fun. This is when darts becomes fun, right? When you have that skill level and you're able to just feed off of your opponent, putting in big scores, that's the best.
Yeah, Mario's got to be sitting here thinking, I at least have to throw around a 5 to compete right now, and he's throwing a 5.4, and Krissi's throwing a 6 at him. So it's just one of those things that these guys are going to go back and forth, but Mario's got to know in the back of his head, I've just got to bring it to those 5.0 marks, which can be easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely. That's without a doubt, bud. Yeah, someone just put, is this darts in a roller rink? Are those still a thing? Fun fact, they are still a thing. I'm pretty sure, but that's not where they are. They're at a location. I'm telling you, Thirsties, by the way, so far it's proven to be the lucky place to play. So if you're in that 100-mile radius of Thirsties or just going on vacation, might as well go to vacation to Thirsties if you're playing on the stream the next week.
You know what that very well could be, is it could be a little dance hall.
Dance. What are you talking about?
That's popular down there in Texas, buddy.
A little line dancing?
Oh, well, I mean, we got a couple up here in Kansas. I can only imagine they got them down there in Texas as well.
Mario is throwing well. That's the thing that we got to keep in mind here. Mario's not getting steamrolled here. He's throwing well. He's had a couple legs where, he'd want them back, but it's because there's so much pressure being put on by Krissi.
And you're exactly right. I mean, he knows in the back of his mind, Krissi's a big name female darter. I mean, and that can be tough. I mean, anybody's tough to play. But when you know who the person is and you've seen her on the stream before, There's no doubt he's seen her before.
Right.
It's gonna be on your mind.
Well, and we're gonna hear from Mario in a little bit, and only Mario in a little bit. And he mentions the fact that he knew Krissi Grimal. He's very familiar with Krissi Grimal in her game. Never played her before, that's the interesting little caveat, right?
Mhm.
It's because these live streams, she's been shown on multiple different things because she deserves it, and it's something that's got his attention. He's not surprised by this at all. He's probably he thought he was going to be bringing the same game, and it's a long format. It's 4-1. They're not even she's not even halfway there. We're not even singing Bon Jovi yet.
Good job there, buddy. Good job. And don't make me burst out into it, because I will, buddy. I swear. I'll burst out in karaoke right now.
I set you up. That was even a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch and everything for the first time ever in my life. And you're going to do that to me? Really?
I thought you blew out your speaker there for a second. I was like, uh-oh. I thought you blew out your mic. We're done. Even Nick in the background was like, I did too. Uh-oh.
First of all, I've been called the songbird of my generation. So,
oh, quit lying to us, Sean.
Guys, for some reason, you're still here. And since you're here, you might as well enter into A to Z Darts live stream giveaway tonight. All you got to do is leave a comment on our Facebook live stream chat. Who you got in this one? A 572 from Mario Serra there. And hit the like button on tonight's stream. A to ZDarts.com is sponsoring a live stream raffle tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A to ZDarts.com. Best of luck to all of our live stream Facebook viewers. Did you like my Ron Burgundy there, bud?
It's good. That was good. As Mario takes full advantage of the player advantage there. How about that? Smacks 2 on the board, so now it's 4-2 Krissi Grimal. She'll get the start, and she's looking for a...
Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal, the detonator, getting it done. Wouldn't that be sweet poetic justice if that became her dart nickname? Because of how much she hates Boom Goes the Dynamite.
Oh my gosh, there's no way she would allow it. She wouldn't allow it. No way.
Eric Larson is he's been pushing me for now 2 streams, so I got to do it. Do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series? Players become eligible in those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out our map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing 1 league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Listen, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. It's the best time to do it. Points just started again. There's no better time.
Get her done. Get her done. Get qualified for the big old TOC next year. Gotta play to get it involved. Big Trip 17 for Mario there. How about another?
He got another. Gets a little bit of a point lead. 5.0, 5.0. I'm impressed with Mario because he's raising his level there. I don't know if you caught the rhyme there. That was accidental. I want you to know that. He's raising his game. He's taking the challenge of going up against a in-form Krissi Grimal right now. And showing that he can do it.
Well,
but can he break a throw?
You can tell she's in form by every dart. She's lifting up that foot. And then every third dart, she's walking towards the board. Watch it here, folks. You can just see it. She'll lift up that first leg, hit just a little bit, lift it a little bit farther with the second. Give it a good walk on the third. There it is.
And she walks it right into a trip 20.
Yep, exactly. She hits it more often than not with that third dart walker, which is just kind of, it's terrifying, let's be honest.
I just wanted to point out.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just going to point out, we're talking a lot about how she has the patented Krissi kick. But if you look at Mario's throw in his next go round, he does a standard pullback just below the eye line, but then continues to pull back a little bit further. And at the beginning of this match when he was struggling, that was a 2-part motion, and now it's more smooth. It doesn't really stop. I think he's starting to get more consistency with his more fluid motion. Before it was more mechanical looking. Now he's kind of loosening up and kind of going all in one motion rather than multiple broken up parts.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see just a little touch more follow through myself on Mario's throw. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's starting to come together.
April saying, "Here again, watching another match." I can only imagine that she said it a little bit with more enthusiasm than that. But the way I read it was, "Here again, watching another match." Are you happy? Yeah, we are very happy, April. Thank you so much for doing that. Guys, the support is endless and appreciated. Shout out to Mario and Krissi tonight. They've been putting on a show. Hit that share button. Whatever stream you're watching, hit the share button. Get it out there. The more people that get to view this, the better for darts, for the players, and it's fun to see those numbers rise up. And right now they're sitting pretty for Division 2. Pretty.
No, we definitely appreciate all you folks doing it. Give us that like, give us that follow, share us if you feel so inclined. We definitely appreciate you joining us for these big money matches here, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Look at Krissi's just, she just becomes in such a zone. Especially, she's not seeing those lights is pretty much what's happening right now, you know?
She gets that tunnel vision and just kind of has that mindset of just it's her and the board. Doesn't matter what that individual on the other side is doing. There's nothing that can stop her when she's on form and on the ball. Look at this. She's going to try to go to the 16s. Just a single there.
That's also very good, disciplined veteran move to go point first, getting a very sizable point lead because you know your opponent can hit a 9 mark at any moment before taking a shot at those 16s. And Mario throws a 0, and now Krissi has the door wide open.
Yeah, she already had the advantage with points, and look at her. She went double there, Sean. Something I love. Come on.
You wanted to say that so much better.
I did. I wanted to say it so much better, but
you just didn't want to wake up a kid.
I didn't want to wake up the kid. I didn't want to wake up the dogs. Ain't no way, because they've been annoying the hell out of me already. And I am sorry to say it, but there we go.
Tell me how you really feel, buddy. Krissi, 1 bull away from making this 5-2. There is a 5-2 scoreline. It's break time.
Wow, that just went quick, folks. It's 9:19 here in Wichita, Kansas. And you don't want to go anywhere, because is Krissi Grimal going to finish this out, or is Mario going to make a comeback? Let's find out after a quick interview. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, man, it's going to be real quick. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. If you blink, leave the page, you're going to miss the rest of the match. So stay here. Don't go anywhere. 5-2 scoreline. Does Krissi get it done? Do we see an epic comeback? We'll see.
My name is Mario Serra. I play for Reds Novelty. I'm playing out Buzzard's Nest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, Mario Serra, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 inaugural stream tonight for Season 3.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. And you have a tough match ahead of you this evening with Krissi Grimal, the only female in either division and one of the top seeds in Division 2. What are your thoughts going into tonight?
I'm not going to lie. I knew she was in my division. And looking at the bracket before I opened, I'm like, hopefully I'm not playing Krissi right away. But sure enough, that's my first opponent. So I'm really familiar with her. I've not played against her, but I've seen her in many matches. So I know very well how good she is. And I know I have a very, very tough match ahead of me tonight. And I have to definitely up my game tonight to win this one.
Well, speaking of your game, give us a little bit of context. How'd you get into the game of darts, and tell us a little bit about your darts story?
Sure. So I started playing darts based on I was 21 when I was able to get in a bar. We just friends and I would just play for fun, and then after a while, I kind of realized I was pretty good at it. So I thought, why not maybe join a league and just get more into it, see how I like it. Did that for a few years. And I took a break because I went back to school. So I took a break for about 6 years or so. Got back into it, and then I discovered basically I had a hitch for a while. So my game went kind of downhill. In the last couple of years, I had thought about giving up completely, actually. Then when COVID hit, everything kind of shut down. I went back in the basement and just basically started back from scratch my game. Redid how I throw a dart, how I hold a dart, different flights, darts, everything was basically from scratch again. So in the last 2 or so years, basically been building my game back up to where it is now today.
Well, building your game back up, I mean, you're in a pretty prestigious event here with a couple $1,000s for first place on the line. Have you played a lot of bigger events beforehand?
I did a TOC event in Kansas City probably about 7 years ago now, so it's been a while. I did a TOC qualifier back on July 30th. I did win my division for that one, so that's a nice win I have for myself underneath my belt. I always do the city and state dart tournaments for Wisconsin, and I did the Booyah Cup actually back in Sturtevant back in February as well.
Very, very nice. Now this might be like a reoccurring thing I've said a few times now, but each season the CSC bracket keeps getting tougher and we keep seeing new faces, including your own. What are your thoughts on the rest of the bracket here with some of the other names that you see?
I know it's going to be tough no matter who I play. Everyone, the fact that they made it into this division, they are very, very good. So I know that coming in. And I also know that if I want to win and keep going, I need to definitely up my game. I'm doing well so far, but I definitely know a lot of these players, I need to get the extra gear if I want to win. So every game is going to be a new focus for me each time to make sure that one game at a time and do my best to make sure I can win.
Well, that sounds like a good plan of action. Let's assume it executes perfectly and you make it to that final. What would you do with the prize money if you won?
Good question, actually. Probably put some towards money I'm saving to get down payment on a house. So
good reason to use that money, and adds a little bit of intensity on each of these matches. That's amazing to hear. Is there anything that you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else that's going to be watching along?
I'm appreciating all the support. I don't have Facebook, but a friend of mine did share the post today about the match tonight, and I did get a lot of responses and text messages from people right today wishing me good luck and shoot well. So it's great to see all that support, and hopefully I can make them proud.
Well, I have no doubt about that. We're really excited to see you on the Aki this evening, and we wish you the best luck.
My name is Serra. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how. We can definitely help with that. We're A2ZDarts.com, and we've been a darts specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to azdarts.com.
And that's why I hate Nick. Wait, we're not live, are we?
What?
Are we
live? What? Who said that? Live? We're not live, no. What's going on, folks? We're back here. 5-2, Krissi Grimal over Mario Serra. This is going to be we're going to see how Mario can come out in this one. What do you say after this break?
I'm worried for Mario, and here's why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Krissi was just playing darts, having fun with her family just there. That's how loose and relaxed she is. She's long hair, don't care right now, and that's scary if you're Mario. Honestly,
that's good observation. I mean, let's be honest. If she was concerned, she would be throwing right now. That's what she would be doing. Is she's out there? She'll take a couple.
Yeah, she wouldn't be playing a game with her family on a different dartboard.
I think she's just getting ready. How about
that place is cool.
Yeah,
go back over there. I want to see that area more. Look how big that place is, man.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a dance floor there, or just an area for darts.
It makes a lot of sense now. I need someone who's there to ask the question. Is that an every night strobe light thing? Like, do dart players get used to playing with those lights? Because that's where the dartboards are.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the case is for that. Honestly, let's hear it if people are in the chat.
Tell me that wouldn't
Um,
freak you out to have all those white lights going behind the board
I
like
think you
it is back there.
I think you can get used to it pretty quickly. I'm a person that doesn't really mind those offset things if I can get focused on the board itself. But to each their own. To each their own.
Hey, look at this. Lisa Worthy. Proud of you, Mario. That's my brother. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. Yeah, it is 5-2. Laura Maria Pena Gonzalez. 5-2. If it's your first time watching along with us, which we didn't even mention this, a lot of first timers. There's a lot of first timers in here. The scoreboard on the board screen that we have there. I'll say that right eventually one day. The monitor. It's one leg different because of the diddle. That took way too long for me to get out. I'm a first timer too.
That's quite all right. Melinda Fouché saying Johnny Lackey's bar has the same thing. This is actually Johnny's bar that he was playing out of the other day. Chrissy's just kind of strolling through, vacationing. Yeah, checking it out. So
yeah, it's funny you should say that because Johnny's has the same everything in that. That bar had the same thing that Johnny's bar has, exact same thing. What are the chances that there's two bars set up like that? I'm serious.
Steve.
Like, do you think there's another location in the country that has a disco ball that's going constantly the entire time in the dart area?
I don't know. I want to put it past somebody. Come on now.
Huh?
Steve, I want to put it past somebody.
I was just curious. It's literally a curiosity. It's not a like. I would be like, what is going on if I walked into a place like that, right? Wouldn't you? You've never seen that before, right?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But then again, like if that very well makes sense that that's going to be the dance hall right there, that little dance part, especially in Texas. Mm-hmm.
So do they just have like no darts nights because there has to be dance nights?
Oh yeah, well I'm sure they have like nights where there's like, hey, we're having a concert here. Why not?
Well, this is the end of me paying attention for a while, guys, because there's a bug in here, and it's distracting me constly. So,
well, we'll take the reins here. As
I'm just kidding.
Krissi Grimal throwing a 6.50. Look at that.
Can we also talk about how Krissi hit two different darts at double pull there and is still averaging in the 6 range? She just is throwing them on the side when she feels like it. She's really laying out the textbook right now.
No, she's obviously feeling pretty confident in her game right now. I mean, this if you're watching this and you're in Division 2, you're kind of a little bit scared. I would be at least.
I'm not a little bit scared. I'm very scared because they know that this Krissi Grimal exists, but this Krissi Grimal's here in this Division 2, and for this to be how she performs on stream first match of the division, it screams everything. And Mario has the game to run through the loser side. I'll say it right now. He has the game to do it. That's how methodical Krissi's been playing.
I mean, this is the thing. He can very well rattle off a couple tonight and change the tide here, but he's got to start sooner rather than later. As Krissi
Wow. Just a nonchalant 7.
6.0.
Just a nonchalant 7 at the very last to win that one. Just brush your shoulders off. Just maybe drop a dart, pick it up, dust it off. Still have time to throw it before it goes on the board, and you win the game.
So for those that are just tuning in, here's the tail of the tape. It was Krissi Grimal taking the first 4.43, 4.92, 4.42, 5.79. And then Mario took the next two, 4.80, 5.72, rattling off a couple with that player advantage. And then Krissi Grimal takes it one more time, 5.12, 6.0. And that player advantage comes into play one more time.
Yeah, we're about to see potentially an average above a 5 in Division 2.
Nasty.
That's gross, dude. That's gross.
Jeez Louise, folks. Just put that in the back of your mind and think about that. I mean, that's just the talent level we have
Hey,
here. Look
boom
at
goes
that.
the dynamite, Mario.
Boom goes the
Serra.
Wisconsinite. Come on.
Well, that too.
That too. He's been waiting for it. He's been wanting it. And you give him a boom goes the dynamite.
Well, if he just would do it again, I'd make up for it. Just saying. And I wouldn't put it past him to do that. 6-2 scoreline. He will go first the next 2 legs if he wins or loses them. Guaranteed. 6-4 is manageable. But you gotta slow it down now. You gotta slow down that run from Krissi now. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to take advantage of the player advantage you've been given. You got to take advantage of the starts, and you got to do it quickly. You don't want to. I'll be honest. I don't think you really want to get into a long match or a long leg with Krissi when you have the start. I think you want to take it and take it quick.
You're absolutely right. It's a matter of averages. And Krissi consistently throws a little bit higher average than Mario. It's not very much higher, but we've seen tonight, the longer a leg goes, she doesn't slow down. It's not like she drops off on her average by the end. We just saw the 7 mark there to win it, to throw the 6.0. She gets better as a leg goes on. No doubt.
We got an individual asking about a couple players, Travis and Corey, who are playing actually out of he said their hometown guys in Nebraska, wanting an update. We actually don't really get those updates as they go. I mean, we somewhat get them at the end of the match, and if we see if somebody moves on, but we fully encourage players to go live at their bar and do that. Do you have anything, Nick?
I was gonna say, I actually do have an update on all those matches. I brought those ones up. I don't have the exact score lines, unfortunately, but what I can tell you, we do have our first second round match. So at the top of the bracket, Brian Smith had the bye, and then Jim Nolte won against Austin Braswell, which we covered earlier. The gentleman in chat I was asking about, Corey Lammers, did lose out to Aaron Ham. Scott Hanish, as we saw him in chat earlier, did win out in a tiebreaker. Jimmy Sullivan lost out to Lavelle Sterling. Ryan Sofa lost out to Jeff Behring.
Wow. That's not as wow, but that's a big match. That was a big match, though.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. All these matches are huge matches in that regard. We see Tim losing out to Travis. I'm going to do the will approach on the last names there, and then we have Tyler Holmes beating out Larry Runge, Todd Weigman beating out Keith, and that's all the updates I have for you at the moment.
Well, not a lot of surprises there. From what I was listening to. But then again, I don't know if they're surprises or not. That's the beauty of Division 2, buddy.
I mean, that is. I mean, anybody can come out
to close
and win this thing. I love it. I love it.
I know you do.
Use those doubles. I mean, if you're used to throwing them in 0-1 and you're used to practicing them and you feel like confidence in those doubles, and you only have, if you have 2 left and you got 1 dart in your hand, I think it's a good play. Mike Maloney will tell you yes 20 times out of 20 times.
Well, a smart dart player would tell you that in cricket, you're shooting at the triples, not the doubles. So it's a different game, and you're starting on the triples. It's not like you can just revert back to the fact that you play 501-2 at the end of it. You're in the middle of cricket.
You're a dart player, sir. You're a dart player. You should be able to hit any dart on the board that you want to hit, any segment. I mean, you practice for a reason, my man.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not good enough to be in this debate anyway.
Bullshitting podcast, 2 weeks. Here we go. We're going to debate this topic till the bitter end.
If you throw that first dart high on the double, now you look stupid, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, now you have 1 dart left and you need 2 marks. When you could have just thrown at the triple, wired it above that. Oh, you still had a single. So guess what? Way easier to take out the close. I'm right.
Never mind 2 weeks. It's happening here and now, folks. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
So hilariously, before this whole thing started tonight, we were angsty. Okay, you could just tell we were over whatever we had dealt with today. Mine was Elgato Facecam, new software, not working, and me freaking out for 2 hours on the phone with the guy. I was the panicked streamer today, but so we were waiting for this moment, and we're happy that it's here now because it's a long time coming. We were nice and friendly this whole time. Nick was like happy about it. He's like, "Oh, I thought you guys, this is great." Nope, not anymore. My shirt's already off.
I feel great.
Oh man, Krissi Grimal here, sitting at 6'11" with Mario at 580. Let's see if Mario. Yep, big trip 20 with that last dart to gain the lead.
Oh, look at that. Favorite co-commentator, Brandon Neal, says throwing at the triple gives you a much higher chance of at least getting a single. That's what Sean is trying to say.
I get it, but at the same time, you can beg to differ as the bigger wedge is on the other side, or near that double. So you just throw on the inside, and you're just fine.
You handled that way too well.
I know I hit on it way too well, buddy. Don't talk to me about slice of pie, because I enjoy the bigger piece.
Oh, that was great.
All-time quote right there, buddy. I'm surprised Michael from The Office didn't steal that one away from me.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Mario, you got to get it here, bud.
Well,
Stop playing with it.
4.23 for both these players here. Big trip. Now you can go 1-2.
No, you got to go bull there.
Yeah, you got to take your chance there. I agree 100% with you on that one. You got to take your opportunity because, like we said, if you play too much with this, she'll jump up and bite you.
Well, it was a bold move, Cotton, and it's gonna pay off for him. Anything like he just knows. He knows better. Why are we here? This is why we're here, and he's there. I know that makes you stew too. Like I can say that because I'm terrible at darts. You're good, so you're probably like, I can do that too. Boom goes the dynamite. Gets it, Mario. Mario Serra, 6-3 score line. That was a huge dart, dude.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that was a make or break. If he would have lost that leg, I think that would have been a killer for him mentally on this dartboard and this match tonight. I mean, that's the thing. He had to have that leg, and he has to have this one too, I feel.
And I think, honestly, Krissi's going to kick herself for giving away that opportunity that he gifted her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she usually is a killer on mistakes that players make, and that's gonna bite her a little bit. Now, her reaction to it seems like it's nonchalant here because I'm wrong, but you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about. Maybe only gets 3 singles. Finish your snack. Sorry. Yes, I won, guys. The first laughing fit goes to my win. Thank you. I'll be here all week. He gone. All right. So Krissi Grimal has already 9-marked this segment twice. Let's do it a third time. Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal, thank you for making me look good in that moment. Because before that moment, it was all bad. All right, let's see what Mario can do. My favorite part is that Nick's not even getting on. So, like, he's even over it. That's what I've done to this.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's Brandon Neal when I need him?
Listen, I'm letting you guys do your thing right now. I don't want any part of this energy in the room here.
It's about to be just Sean on this, production-wise and commentary.
And I don't know how to do the production, so guess what? We're doing one screen, whichever one he leads on.
6.33 here for Krissi. Man, I tell you what, when you're throwing that at the beginning part of these legs, 20s, 19s, 18s, that kind of average, I mean, it speaks volumes to the way a match can be, the outcome of a match, honestly.
Right. No, you're absolutely correct. Brandon Bartlett asking, so is Krissi winning with the 7 wins, or is it 6-3? And then Brandon Neal just does laughy faces. Do you want to explain that one to him?
The 7 wins, or is it 6? So it's 6-3, and it's a race to 9.
Yeah.
You may have seen that 7 for the game screen. Yeah,
Yep.
the game screen adds 1 leg, and that's the very beginning, the countdown leg, the 3 darts that they throw for the cork, or the middle is usually what we throw at. But they can't really do that, unfortunately, in this because it's like 2 separate boards. It's easier to do a 3 dart throw off. So it does count that 7 or that first leg, so that's why you see that 7-3 score line. It's actually 6-3.
Exactly. I want to address Laura is talking about the fact that Mario's still relearning the game, which is very true. When we were talking about the bowl mistake, what we mean by we say that because it is in that moment. We're hoping that he would take that as constructive criticism and not as a slight on the game move. We all do different things in cricket. You just heard Will and I argue for 5 minutes straight on one minor part of the game that I was correct on. And it's you're absolutely right. I just want you to know that we understand you get your perspective too.
We can both say one thing, and then a top level pro can come in here and say a completely different thing, which we will probably see honestly in this as we
a lot.
We're gonna have special guests throughout this this duration of the CSC Challenger Series. So yeah, I mean we hope for that. I mean that's the advantage of cricket is there's so many different strategies that can be played, and we can say one thing and we mean no disrespect by any means.
Hey, shout out by the way to BDG who's in our chat. Buddy, great weekend at Music City. You went on some runs there. You did great, and it's good to see. And I hope that momentum carries you in Indy.
Yeah, exactly. CDC is this weekend, huh?
Sure is. Never ends. And in the best way ever, by the way. So tomorrow is my only off night of darts related stuff for the entire week this week, which is wonderful. I'm just saying. It's also the first week of school with kids, so I'm pretty stressed out. To be honest with you. Do you want to talk about it right now? Let's talk about it right now.
I mean, if you need an hour here, but I've got an hour and a shoulder to cry on because I'm gonna be feeling the same. Well, I'm not even gonna feel the same. Let's be honest. I feel bad for you after this first week.
Well, honestly, I'm so excited. It's an excitement, but it's a nervous excitement. You never know if you're fully prepared as a teacher for that first day, for that first week. So that's what really goes into it. You're meeting a whole bunch of new kids. You want to make a good impression. You want to make sure that you look like you have your stuff together on at least the first day. So they start off with that impression. It changes quickly, but at least you start off on that impression. Boom goes the dynamite Mario Serra. There we are. He's starting to detonate some dynamite himself. Getting going here. Is it just the right time for it?
It could be. I mean, this is the advantage of this longer format is people have a tendency to be able to change their demeanor halfway through a match, and all of a sudden it turns into their favor on a couple legs, and those couple legs can turn into a couple more and a couple more, and then all of a sudden you're in the lead.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As we're just seeing him step up his game, and Krissi's not dropping off. And that's an impressive thing for Mario, because at this point, it's hard to stay in that when your opponent's putting pressure after pressure after pressure on you. You're just waiting for you to miss that next dart. And honestly, Krissi missing that last leg, it was big, as we see him rattle off 2 straight, and now it's 6-4. He takes advantage of the player advantage again. He has been perfect at that. It's keeping him in this match.
Yeah, 4 for 4 on his player
Yep.
advantage. It's a 4.80, a 5.72, a 2.4 or a 4.27, and then a 5.68 on the winning
Last dart.
averages for Mario.
Listen, this is Division 2, man. Like, 10 months ago when we started this, we were seeing that in Division 1 at the height at the bigger part of Division 1. Those numbers were winning matches. And for how this has grown to this level of play is very awesome.
Yeah, this level of play that we have in this season is remarkable. I mean, we've had the first CSC that we did, the second one, and now this one is just the cream of the
Season 3.
crop. I think
Season
we're going to be
3.
getting more of that
Yep.
down the road as we get more players with better skill levels, and the darts here in North America and the U.S. is just rising, as we've seen with ESPN. What an experience that was for us! What a
Yeah.
big deal! We're getting that on Saturday, by the way. Did you see that? They're replaying it on this Saturday.
I hope it's not a replay of the Ocho, because that would annoy me on a small scale. But that's just because we know that darts is a real thing. We know that when we saw all those other lineups, that the difference, right? We know it because we know what goes on in the UK, and unfortunately, not enough Americans know that until they pick up darts and realize how hard and difficult it is for these ladies and gentlemen to do what they're doing. I've been playing darts for 12 years. I have never reached this level of play. This is a talent that is not achievable for all.
You got a comment about the different colors on the boards here. Is actually when you see Krissi, she's got the red big pies, black trebles, and then this one has the big black wedges and the red trebles. So a little bit different, but newer boards and as long as the segments are the same, just different colors, it's not necessarily a big deal.
It's the difference between the G3 Fire and the regular G3.
There we go.
So Krissi's throwing on the G3 Fire. So those are the ones where the boards will shift, and the 13-inch board will be on the other side. Like it rotates on its own. It does it by itself. Those boards, the normal G3s, you have to, wedge it in and then just turn it yourself. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two boards besides the color.
Yeah, exactly. G3 has a little bit more flair, as we say. Lights up, makes it look pretty in the back of the bar. That G3 Fire, per se.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm used to throwing on the G3 Fires as we get a big 7 mark huge moment there for Krissi. And she responds again. As soon as she gets the throw, she runs. And it's really hard. These are the legs that his average is down a little bit, and it makes perfect sense that that's the case. She's putting so much pressure on him early on not to miss that you press a little bit. It's hard to be patient when Krissi Grimal's going first. And now she is 2 legs away. Race to 9. All cricket. Buddy, how do you think this finished up?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, the way she has the advantage at the start, I mean, taking advantage of those 20s, 19s, 18s, like I was mentioning before, I mean, this is all leaning in Krissi's favor for me. Unless, like we said, Mario can make a big stand here, and this is what he needs to do. Let's see it here.
And there he goes. Kisses the arm with a big boom goes the dynamite. He's actually been doing that for every good throw. I think that's a little homage he's doing to someone he's thinking about. Probably it's watching along with us, which is pretty awesome.
Did you see that fun fact by the one and only Carly Griggs?
Yeah, I did. It's pretty cool. Go ahead. Read it.
She says, all boards at the TOC will be international heads, which is what Mario's board is. So, yeah.
Back to back. Boom goes the dynamites from Mario. Serra, who is this guy and where did he come from? And we knew it was here all along. It's great to see it.
He's been there. He's just been hiding a little bit, hiding that full-blown performance that he can give. So let's see it, Mario. Throttle up, buddy.
That's a 1. Keep it going. Keep it going, Mario. Oh,
Woo!
almost 9 perfect darts, brother. 8's pretty cool.
I'll take it.
Wow. Brandon Neal asking a interesting question. How many 9 marks did we have on Monday night?
Good. Ooh. That's
Great
a good
7 mark for
question.
Krissi. She's throwing a 6-3 and just getting destroyed in this leg. 6-3.
Yeah, Mario's just
Mario still has only missed 1 dart.
too hot to trot here. Look at that.
He's missed 2 darts now.
2 darts
Wow.
still. Throwing heat, 7.50.
That's if this starts to get interesting here. Krissi starts getting a little slack. She's not, but if Mario's starting to get up to this level, this could get really interesting. Do you think that happens?
Oh, it very well could get interesting here because just that touch of doubt would be in the back of Krissi's mind, and just that touch of confidence can go miles for Mario.
Yeah, look at that. Steps over. It was not the best opportunity at it, and he still was confident enough to shoot it.
I think this leg's going to Mario here. Without a doubt. Just needing the 1 now. And this is a 7-5 match, folks.
Yep. I have not sat back in my chair for the last 20 minutes. Fun fact. This has been compelling. It really has been. 7-5. Hit that share button, guys. Now's the time to do so. Krissi Grimal, Mario Serra. And if you just are joining us, A2ZDarts.com is sponsoring a live stream raffle tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. Best of luck to all our live stream viewers. It's like straight cash, homie. All you need to do to enter tonight's raffle is leave a comment on our Facebook live stream chat and hit that like button on tonight's stream.
Yeah, why not? Get involved. Get those comments in now. Just takes one little comment. Could even be like just an L or a W. Who cares? Why not? Put it in there. Get involved. Give us that like. Share this out if you feel so inclined.
Yeah, where are you guys tuning in from? Let us know in the chat. We always like to see that. How many are here watching along from Florida? Or how many Wisconsinites do we have in our chat? You love it. I love it. International. How many of them?
There we get some states here. Appleton, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Wisconsin. Ooh, lots of ones just popped in. San Antonio, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Indiana.
Hoosiers.
Arizona, Central Wisconsin, Grand. Oh man, it went so quick. Now it's gone. Minnesota. Jeez Louise, you folks are. We got a lot of people tuning in tonight. That's always great to see for a Division II matchup. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Wow.
Do you guys remember like the first season that us 3 covered of the CSC when a Division II matchup would get max like 130 views? I think the finals we peaked at like 250, and tonight we've been almost 500 the whole time. It's just amazing to see.
It's Krissi Grimal first and foremost. Let's get that straight. And Mario Serra has a lot of support in our chat. It's actually great to see everyone tuning in. This might be his first time playing on this level, this stage, so to speak. I know he mentioned a couple of things, but I think this is a little bit different. Going up against a legend like Krissi Grimal and holding his own.
One thing is, it's certainly not us, Sean, because we don't bring the playing ability that these players do. They're throwing the heat to entertain you all, and we're just sprinkling in a little extra on top. So appreciate Nick doing all the hard work in the background, the player interviews, and setting up these screens and everything he does. So big shout out to Nick. Young Buck DeShera in the background.
Yeah, he couldn't fix my Elgato, though. I had to do that on my own.
Well, that's
So I
just
had to
too
do a
much
little
to ask,
production.
bud.
I had to do a little bit of production myself. A little bit harder work than when I work with you or when I'm in person with you guys. When I literally don't have to do anything but sit here and talk, which is what I'm going to do anyway. Might as well do it with the headset on. And to you guys,
Well,
my good fans.
Well, real quick, fellas, we're just less than 2 months away from the big
It's crazy.
shindig,
Cannot wait.
TOC. So looking forward to putting on that production. What do you say, Nick?
That's going to be a fantastic time. 110% I'm ready for it. To get the boys and the gang properly together. That only briefly happened in New York, where all three of us were in the same room. So it'd be
Are you
nice
saying
to see all
on
you guys.
purpose?
Yeah, just like for dramatic flair.
That's how it came off.
Yeah,
Mario
I'm excited to see Will at Kansas City, in particular now.
we hope to see all you guys at Tournament of Champions as well. Definitely want to sneak into the production area and say hello to us. We would appreciate that.
Rodney, I'm not saying the last name of that because that's hilarious. Only been playing darts for about a month.
Hey, that's all right. Got to start somewhere.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're excited to see that.
There's a big 5 from Mario, but Krissi looking to attack here. Does she go with the 18s right away? Yeah, I think she went for him, huh?
I don't
Too
know.
hard to tell. That's right in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, that was Usually she's nicer to us about her decision on where she was going with that. I don't think she knew when she threw that first dart. That's typically what happens when that goes down.
Interesting comment here from Russ Mason. I'm a low-level player, but Krissi was the one that handed me my third-place plaque at the Florida State tournament. She's actually one of the directors for that tournament. So
Yep.
She will run through handing out plaques, coordinating brackets, and everything else. So she does every end of darts.
What people forget, like, there has to be a tournament director for events to pop off, and it takes a lot to run an event or even run a league or run just day-to-day nuances of darts. I mean, that's the thing about it. So, with that being said, thank those tournament directors for what they do, and a lot of these players do run tournaments as well, just because they know how important that aspect is.
Look at this. Big 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal. Wow, that was huge, buddy. Huge for the
Did you say huge?
Oh gosh, you're way too good at that. And then to battle back with a 7 mark is how does someone do that? How do you fight back like that? That's a great round for Mario. And Krissi a little bit off on that one.
Yeah, let's see if Mario can attack here. He's down, but just around 80 points. Big trip there. Yeah, there we go. Give us another. Give us another.
He stayed there. That was a smart move. I was wrong.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'd stay right there. Click another one, at least extend the lead by a little bit. I would have extended it to what, 68 points, I believe.
Yeah, I got excited about the potential of him hitting that and how big that would have been. But he threw the exact right shot there for sure. Miss Alvanita Du Bois is in our chat. Miss Alvanita is like one of the nicest people ever.
Yeah, we got some sheer beauties on our chat. Let me tell you, between Barb and numerous others. I mean, I'm telling you, we are in a great spot. It's so cool to go around the country and have people just, hey, aren't you? Yeah, man, nice to meet you, or ma'am, nice to meet you. Such and such.
It's never gonna get used to it. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're correct. It's crazy.
But no, it's cool because that means that we're doing what we want to do, which is grow the game of darts. Hopefully, if people appreciate, tuning in with us, obviously the darts makes this 100 times better. That they're throwing. This is a struggle leg, and I bunny-eared that. You couldn't see that, but I bunny-eared it. This is a struggle leg. They're over 1,000 points. Well, and Mario's about to be 16s. Here we go.
What round are we in is the question that I
14.
currently have. 14?
Yep.
So that's got to be in your mind here, essentially.
There are over 2,000 points combined here in Division 2, and they still have 25% of this leg to go. And a big. That's the nicest looking 5 mark I've ever seen.
Yeah, Krissi knows. I think she's already playing for that round out.
Well, absolutely. I think her in her position that's exactly what she needs to do. There's no reason not to, especially with how well Mario's playing. She knows that she can still win this leg with a worse average than Mario because of the situation that she's in. And as soon as we say that, she's going to close the 16s because that's also perfectly smart to do with only needing 2 marks on it.
Mario going for the trip 15 now.
Oh.
Got to open up another number to point here.
He's become a little bit more smooth in his backswing, but also methodical. He's deliberate, going at a little bit more his pace, and it's slowing down Krissi a touch, and it's making a little bit of a difference.
Rodney on YouTube has a good one, and I wanted to mention this. Having a hard time finding the right darts. Currently have a set of Wolfram Infinity and a set of Daryl Gurney. One set feels too grippy, and one set doesn't have enough grip. So my advice to you is use the grippier set, because they will wear down and grip over time, and you'll actually get used to it. So if it's easier, you can't go more grip from a grip that has less dart. You can always kind of work your way down into it. So that's my advice there, Rodney. Play with that Wolfram Infinity and give it a chuck.
And my advice is you picked 2 extreme spectrum darts, honestly. Boom goes that dynamite, Krissi Grimal. My goodness. She hits one in what round is it? 18 of this leg. She hits a 9 mark. That's dirty. That's dirty, dirty.
I thought you were going to go right back to the advice, but I'm guessing you forgot.
No, I would say find a dart in the middle of that. There's plenty. There's plenty that are in the middle of that range. That they really are 2 polar opposites of darts. And she goes bull, double bull. 9 mark, bull, double bull. What round out? She's going to just throw 1,280 points and then still close everything. My goodness.
Now listen to this, folks. 4.43, 4.92, 4.42, 5.79, 5.12, 6.0, 5.21, 4.55. Those are the winning legs for Krissi Grimal.
That was by far the best leg of the match as far as like compelling wise goes. And also to hold those averages for that long in a leg is insane. That's crazy. And Krissi foot off the pedal a touch. 8-5, only 1 leg away from taking this down. But Mario has shown that he is absolutely not out of this with the way he's playing. Again, gets another 4 mark in there. That's a big last dart.
So those averages I just rattled off equal a 5.05 on the winning legs for Krissi Grimal.
And look at that. She finds the triple 19 that time. Gets 7 of them. We're going to have one of these legs, bud.
Let's see. Mario needs everything now. He needs 4 in a row to win this bad boy and not go to the loser side. Because we all know losers is tough to do. Every single match matters. Every single dart. I should have said every single leg to every single dart.
You can see the chat's debating some of the strategy, and I think that there's there's interesting points on both sides. I actually agreed with Mario's staying on the 20s there, honestly, because you can never go wrong pointing more. You really can't. Now, that being said, is a chance to close it. He just got it right there. So he took it out just a couple rounds later.
Yeah, my thoughts on that is if you're in Mario's situation, like I said earlier, you want to avoid the longer legs because that's just more of a chance of Krissi coming back on you and her
Yep.
finding her groove. So I wouldn't be upset with him taking a shot a little bit earlier on that, but once again, he did take it out pretty substantial or quickly afterwards. As Krissi, opens the 18s and 17s, now she has some room to play with.
I think Mario is just tired of kind of giving Krissi shots at big numbers to get back into legs. I think he's trying to point. I think that's a deliberate move by him. You can't lose a cricket leg with more points than your opponent.
Yep. I mean, you are 100. You are correct. That's how you win, and that's why I always tell people there's some people that get upset when you chuck
And he has
have a
20.
150 point lead or whatever. I mean, but in the end, did you win? Did you lose? That's the make or break.
That last dart, it's going to be debated. Why didn't he go down to the 17s? It's because that's how he's playing this game. He's going to point that last dart. I mean, as long as you stick with a strategy, it's the right strategy. It's when you start coming up with multiple different ones in the same leg because the first one you panic on because it didn't hit right away. That's when you start really struggling. If you pick a strategy and stay with it, which is exactly what he's doing here, he's not playing around because he knows Krissi Gribble and he's hitting the triples that he's needing to hit to close them.
I think that is one thing I'd really struggle with, in all honesty, in this format is sticking to one strategy. I'd be all over the place. I mean, I'd really be all over the place. I think I'd try different strategies, and I don't think it would work out for me in the best way. Let's be honest.
I mean, look at this. He's still that first start went 20s. There goes the 16s. Now he's going to go 15s because he's got such a lead now to where he's comfortable being able to do that. He has played this leg comfortably.
Yeah.
And that makes it the right move.
I mean, and he's put himself in a 131 point advantage right now. And he's just needs two fat darts at the 15 to close that out and go right at the Bulls. So yeah, kudos to Mario. He's gonna make this an 8-6 match.
He's looking up, I believe. Yep. I saw his eyes shift there. Now he's going to look back down. He went for the double 15. Wires it inside, which I'm okay with because that looked like that first start was blocking the triple. But he would have gone 15, I think, the double there anyway. Still shot the right dart at it because it was inside the double. But anyway, Krissi's not taking full advantage of that. So, winning darts. Mario to make it 8-6 and get right back in this. But he's still got to break Krissi Grimmel's throw twice in a row. Well, yeah, twice in a row.
Easier said than done. That is a tough task, especially with the way she's been starting these legs when she does have the start. She's been pounding those 20s, pounding the 19s. I would say even the 18s and 17s she's been going for, really.
Yeah. Scott, reminder, you're arguing with someone who's not very good at darts. So, like, I don't know why. Like, most of the time I'm wrong. I know this too.
I mean, that is the
I'm
thing.
right there, but most of the time I'm wrong.
Sean's the first guy to tell you, in all honesty. I'm not the skill level of these guys, so I could tell you what I do, but I mean, at least you're honest with it. That's the thing about it.
Who won the leg? Forget about it.
Exactly. I'm the first one to say it, and then I'll make a stupid mistake every once in a while too. It just so happens, That's how it goes.
Now here we go. The match starts now.
Yep.
Can Mario kickstart without having to panic here with Krissi opening up with a 6 mark, which is perfect Krissi open?
Mario needs a triple here on the 19. Now get another.
By the way, that inner monologue that you just did for him is him trying to push a little bit too much, right?
Yep.
You,
Yep, he's going to try to push just a little bit. I mean, you can't help but get in that position as you feel like, all right, my back's against the wall. I can't lose this because I'm done. He's going to feel like he's got to get it in there. He's going to give it that other subtle Chrissy Grimal last dart.
right. No, you're absolutely right. I want to point out in that moment when Krissi threw out the 19s, she paused, debated the math real quick, and then threw the shot. Hits the triple, and when you hit it, it's the right shot. But interesting move, and I'm happy that she paused, thought about it before shooting it, and now big, huge lead. She's running away in this one. It's tough to beat an opponent who throws a 6-3-3 with the darts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look at this.
6-3-3 with the darts is really tough to do.
I thought he was going to throw a 9 mark right there, and it still wouldn't have been enough in that moment to get back in the match. And he's not throwing badly at all. Mario has thrown very well. If I'm watching tonight, yeah, I'm worried about Krissi, but I'm also worried about the loser bracket right now because Mario can do some damage over there. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And it's still not over because Mario still has that game right now.
Wow, we're rolling with almost 550 on all our platforms. Incredible viewership for this Division 2. Thank you guys so much. William Stewart here alongside Sean Green in the background, pushing the buttons. Nick DeShera. We appreciate your viewership this evening. Hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we go live.
Here's a friendly reminder that A to Z Darts has been a darts specialty store for over 30 years. You can take advantage of their vast selection or their in-house colonial brand so you can join this amazing darts community without investing a whole lot of dollars. A to Z offers YouTube videos, blogs, and other resources to help you narrow down what you're looking for and help with your throw. You might even see the beautiful Will Stewart of USA Darts. They hope to see more and more people frequenting their favorite bar or investing in their own home setup. Great job, Krissi Grimal. Hats off. Congratulations to you. Let's get more people to play more darts just like that more often. Krissi Grimal she beat Mario. There was no let off. She earned that one. I'm so curious to see if they do not hit that button so quickly and we get to see that average real quick.
That's what I was about to try to pick up here myself.
No.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and back out. So let me go ahead and do some quick math here.
Man, Krissi Grimal, 9-6 victory over that. Nick, this is wow, what an opening match. Are you worried if you're in Division 2? Sorry.
No, you're good. Personally, Krissi is a sleeping giant and one of those people that will constantly remind you that they deserve to be there. Because if you talk with Krissi Grimal, there's so many times where they have given her a hard time for being a female dart player and for being a dart player that says, why are you on here? Are you just on here for inclusion sake or whatever it may be? And she will consistently and categorically prove people wrong and play darts like this where there's not much you can do if you're Mario Serra.
Well, she was including a lot of 9 marks, so that's why she's played tonight.
Well, the bar's been set, Sean. Let's just say that. She threw a 5.04 in her winning legs. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
and her losing legs wasn't that bad either. I guarantee her losing legs is right around a 4.8, 4.9. She was consistently great. Mario, hats off to get 6 legs. Honestly, that's impressive. Pushed her the whole time.
If you're Mario, I think that you just go ahead and take this one as a kind of how the bracket forms out. You need to just take it with stride and know that, hey, you played fairly decent there. I think there was a couple legs where he would feel he would like to have back, maybe a couple rounds that he'd like to have back, but that's always going to be the case in this game. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see how Mario comes out in the next one. But for Krissi Grimal, congrats to her. She's going to advance on that winner's side. And actually, let me just take a quick glance here as she's going to play the winner of Mike and Mike Brewer and Mike Scarborough, whoever that is. And it's Mike Scarborough that she's going to be actually playing as he got the win over Mike Brewer, it looks like.
There you go. So, man, a compelling first day of Division 1 on Monday, a compelling first day of Division 2 on Wednesday, and it's week 1, buddy. This is when I get giddy being in this spot, right? Like it only gets better from here, and it was so good this week.
It was a good one, and I'm anxious to see how this all plays out. I know we're gonna have some doozy, some real appetizing matches for you folks. I mean, as we get down to the nitty gritty here, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a handful of matches that go the distance. That's my thoughts.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you, and I want to give a shout out to all the support in the chat tonight for the players first and foremost. It was cool to see the debates. Honestly, again, that's just listen, Scott. You're probably right. I just like pushing your buttons the whole time. It's probably my favorite thing to do. You were getting so angry. You were so angry. And no, it was fun, and you guys were great tonight. Thank you guys so much for the compliments. I still don't understand why you guys keep coming back for us. But the players make that super easy for you to do so. And next week's going to be awesome. Division 1 matchup is probably already set, but we didn't look, so we don't know. It might not be though. So maybe we'll have
yeah, I don't think we've set up our matches quite yet for our Monday and Wednesday streams for next week. But
hey, this just in. We have not done it yet.
Yep, it's just in. It's just in. So we'll get those announcements out. And just check the PPD page as well as USA Darts. We'll get that information out to you folks so you can tune in next Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We will see you right here on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts for some entertaining action from our CSC Challenger Series Division 1 and Division 2. Thanks for watching. William Stewart here alongside Sean Green.
I have to leave off with this, guys. Go to pdc.tv and get yourself a subscription so you can watch the CDC this weekend. North America's Best will be in Brownsburg, Indiana, Saturday and Sunday for 3 events a piece. So you want to see those top level darters, some really awesome commentary. Some guy who was just on ESPN is going to be there on commentary and also playing. So yeah, get yourself a pdc.tv subscription and watch along.
Definitely don't go for the play-by-play guy, some random Sean Green fella. Who knows who that is, right?
I don't know why these gigs. What?
It's this guy. It's this guy. There we go.
Yeah, I signed an autograph for you this past weekend, buddy. I thought that's all I had to do.
There we go. Well, folks, tune in. We'll see you next time for the CSC Challenger Series. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.